Hello, 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 everyone. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing this fine Thursday? I was gonna say Friday. Thursday evening. Hope you guys are all doing okay. Hope the temperatures wherever you are okay and not making you melt or freeze, depending on where you live, I guess. Right now. Um, yeah, I'm doing all right. Had some semi good news today. Let's hope it leads to somewhere next week. AKA, I have a job interview next week. So keep your fingers crossed for me, please, on Tuesday, and hope that everything will be going okay. Well, hello there, Dorian. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Last we spoke, you were super excited about your game and all the positive feedback you got. So I hope that is still on that same level. You bought the game? I'm assuming you mean Cat Milko. That is awesome. I'm sure the guys over Maracas will very much appreciate that. Because yes, today we are streaming Cat Milko. We streamed it last week. We streamed the demo last week to show you guys what it's all about. And today it actually released at 5 p.m. my time, so that's about 3 hours ago. And so far, all I'm seeing is a lot of positives. We had some issues. Well, they had some issues with the start, with Steam not validating the supporter pack for everybody who did buy it with the supporter pack. Please be a little bit patient, is their ask, so Steam can validate it and get it to you guys. If you accidentally bought the pack without the supporter pack, you have to send them an email. But for all that info, you need to be on their Discord. But yeah, I'm so excited to see the positive reaction this game has been getting so far. When I just checked, they were almost at 6.7 thousand players. We have surpassed that right now. So that is just awesome to see for the guys over at Maracas. This is their third game, the first one being The Witch's Cookbook, which was more of a streamer game, because your chat could mess with you. And then they brought Fishstick Protocol, which is where I met Dorian as a fellow tester of that game. And now we have Cat Milko, a very, very, very cozy experience where you are a cat working at a postal office. What could go wrong, right? Cats and boxes. That's the perfect combination. Nothing is gonna go wrong. So that is what we'll be doing today. I will be starting a new save without the... No, let's leave the tutorial on. I know how to do most of the things. First day of work. I hope everything will be fine. I heard the old postman retired. Too bad he couldn't be here on my first shift. Kind of strange to be on the other side of the counter. For now, I kind of want to play solo. Sorry, Dorian. Just, showing it off on stream and everything. And I've also seen that there are still some wonky stuff going on with multiplayer. So I'd rather not take that risk on stream currently. Hope you can understand. So as said, we are a cat, not that we can see ourselves. We sometimes see a shadow, and we can appear headless. So that's a thing. Hey there, Nins. How are you doing? Hope you are doing alright. And we have some packages already laying here. We can look at all sides. This one is gonna have to go to Port Windy. Port Windy. I'm just gonna at least keep them off the ground, right? Because packages should not be on the ground. Okay, that one. Those two are for the same location. And these two are for the same location. But the tutorial is telling us to call a customer first, so let's just do what the Jeez, I can't talk again. What's with me lately? Let's just click on Bell and see what happens. Greetings, I'm Ghost Ironclaw. It's Big Boss. I'm building a cardboard castle. So you have name and a description of the box. That is gonna be the case for most packages. Not all of them. Sometimes you just get a description, or they're gonna tell you something scratched it or something like that. Each package will always have a sticker with the name of the person it's going to, the destination, and sometimes some special stickers as well, which we will find out later. I've seen a bunch of them already because I have been testing the game for the past few... Well, I tested it for the first time in April, and the past few weeks I did a bit more of playing the full game just to see how everything has evolved since then, while everybody else was stuck in the demo. Post office handles two types of parcels. Those for Cat Island, which is where we are currently, which will be requested at counters, and those for other destinations, which will leave the island. And we start with only Port Windy. That was kind of a metal name. Yes, some of these names are very metal, some are just weird. Because there are some weird names in here as well. At least we'll keep you working in Unreal Engine. Hi, Fed. Nin said hi as well. Good day, I like to ship this part. So one part of the game is giving parcels to the cats at the other side of the counter. The other one is getting their parcels and sending them off. And for that you need to weigh them. Oh wait, I'm going too soon. You need to put stamps on them for destination. First and foremost, although you can do this in whichever order you want. And you need to weigh them. Each parcel requires a certain number of stamps based on its weight. Any stamps in the correct category are accepted, only the number matters. So for green only 1, yellow 2, light blue 4, and for purple packages we need to put 6 weight stamps on. This one goes down to the blue. So that means it's gonna need 4 weight stamps. And currently these are the 6 different ones we have. And we will get more. So for now, let's just put some different ones on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So currently it's day. Time moves forward every time a customer is satisfied. So take your time. So this game really allows you to take your time with everything. So you don't have to feel stressed like, oh my god, that is a huge pile of packages. How am I gonna get through it? You can just leave those cats waiting at the counter. They don't care. As long as they get their packages in the end, that's all that matters. The boat, when he's here, we'll see him later. As long as he gets the packages for the right location, he doesn't care. So Betty's package needs to go to Port Windy, and we're gonna place it here with a Port Windy stamp on there, so we know this rack, everything there goes to Port Windy. Now, we already had 2 packages for there over here. So now I'm just going to put those right next to it. This one also goes to Port Windy, so let's put that one at the bottom. There will at some point be some restrictions as how you can place certain packages, as in heavy or fragile or that kind of things. But the first shift, you do not really have to worry about that. This package has a Cat's Island stamp, so we know that that is one that is going to get picked up at the counter over here. So for now, I am going to place that right here with a stamp for Cat's Island over there. So for me, that it's clear I can place packages there. If you're playing with multiple people, as Dorian already kindly said, that is indeed a possibility. You can play this multiplayer. Having those stamps on the shelves can actually be a good way of communicating with your fellow postal cats. What goes where? Which is a pretty cool detail. I'm just gonna, for now, grab all the packages we find here. That's also one for Port Windy, so we're just gonna place it on top of the other ones. That's also Port Windy, so that one can go on top of that one. Do we have any more laying? We have a whole pile here, but we are not allowed to grab from there yet because we're currently in a tutorial. And this was a Cat's Island one, so we're gonna put that over here. And there we go. That's currently all the packages that were laying around toward it, except for that pile, but that will come later.
No.
Meow. Hello, I've brought something to ship. So for now, both of these are most likely going to be Port Windy. Can see I've been playing this an awful lot more because the scanner becomes active the second day and I already want to start using it. So Port Windy and no. It was the green one, so only one weight stamp. Doesn't really matter where you place it. If you want to go artistic with these stamps, you actually can. Because there is some decorative ones as well that you can play around with. Definitely need a Port Windy stamp because that's where it's going, and this one needs 4 weight stamps because that's the weight category it goes in. So as you can see, very easy peasy, relaxed way of playing, no pressure at all whatsoever. Well, hello there, Maraca Studio. I'm gonna say it that way until I know who of the studio is actually on the account. Is it Sophie? Is it Tips? Is it Gabs? Is it David? Because it could be a whole bunch of people. Hi, Sophie. There we go. Everyone meet Sophie. She is one of the wonderful people from Maracas Gaming. I've known her for quite a few years now, all the way back to before Nanotale came out, because I was a tester for Nanotale. And then a bunch of them decided to leave there, and they created Maracas Studios. And I'm so happy for you guys to see how successful it seems to be. I don't think you've already got a lot of stats except for the amount of people playing currently, and from what I saw, that's 6,700 people currently playing Catmail Co, and that's amazing to see. Especially for a small team like you guys from Belgium. And from what I remember seeing, it was nearing 180,000 wish lists. I saw on LinkedIn, but I don't know how old that post was. So I'm really curious to see how many of those wish lists actually are transforming into people buying the game, and I really, really hope it becomes a big success for you guys. It's for my wife, Queen King Scratch. My aunt told me her pet crocodile tried to eat the parcel. So some parcels will have some damage on it. Queen King Scratch. That's gonna be in the pile, isn't it? Yep. Well, say goodbye to the lovely, lovely, lovely pile. I really wish I could just grab one by one and slowly work my way down. But the game won't let you. Even if you play without the tutorial, you take the top one. It still falls down like this. Oh. Some packages are trying to break out. Sophie, what did you guys put in these packages? It looks like somebody didn't want you to see this mess. I wonder what's behind the huge pile. Oh, I'm gonna have to walk away around now. There we go. Oh, I forgot to show the teeth mark. Packages like that will have teeth marks and stuff. It's a cat game. Boxes, hopefully. Yes, lots and lots and lots of boxes, but also some other stuff. I already know what's hidden. Part of what's hidden behind that pile. And it's been so interesting to be part of the Discord and see people speculate what it could be. Mainly because, yeah, like I said, I've been playing this game since April. So I've been able to see some of the stuff already before everybody else, and it's just been a lot of fun. Yes, I don't get the same experience like exploring the game for the first time that a lot of people are getting right now. But at the same time, it's been lovely seeing people speculate what's behind some of these doors and things like that. So it's been worth it. Plus knowing that I've been able to slightly help here and there by pointing out some bugs and things. I mean, that's always a good feeling. Oof, that's a lot of giant boxes right away from the start. Yeah, that way we can still see what's written on there. This game is fully letting you freely place packages where you want. There is some constraints like how you can place them. You can't place them upside down, for instance, or on the side in some cases, although for some packages that would have been easier. They're really making you work for it here and there. But where you place the packages for Port Windy, for instance, or for Cat's Islands, that's all up to you while playing the game on how you want to handle that. But it's another counter and another place for packages to go. Well, we'll see how far we get on the stream. And see if you are right. Or you want me to spoil it already. I mean, I can do that too, but... you can play this with up to 4 people at the same time in the multiplayer, although I hope they fix it, because there have been some reports of a few bugs with the multiplayer. Unfortunately. But yeah, you can play this with up to 4 people, so 4 people will mean there is 4 counters open, so up front. And everybody can just do some customers, or you can have a few dealing with the customers and a few doing the sorting. Yeah, you can really see with how you want to deal with that with friends as well. Of course, if you want to bug your friends, you can also mess it up on purpose for them. Like put packages on the wrong spot so that if they are being put on the boat that you put the wrong packages on because you didn't check them. You can do that kind of stuff as well if you want. But the game is very much designed to be a cozy game. Even when it comes to some of the other rooms we'll be unlocking later, like this one for instance. I think the cat's been out of the bag for a while now on the Discord as well. And I mean, it's pretty obvious it's a snowflake door, what that room could be. But yes, people were right when they said that's a refrigerated room. So you will at some point get packages that need to go in the cold room. And if you don't do that, and by the end of the shift they're still not in the cold, well, the package will get damaged. So there's little things like that that is gonna up the difficulty a little bit later on. And again, that's something I really appreciate it. I'm not sure I've had fish in those packages already. I did have ice cream. And at some point I had this cat asking for their package of ice cream, and they were like, yeah, it's really heavy. So I was like, okay, ice cream, it's gonna be like a small box, right? It's just gonna be heavy ice cream. No, it was a box that was about this high. So from the countertop to somewhere around here. It was a huge giant box of ice cream. And was like, well, I definitely did not expect that. But it's little silly things like that. I definitely appreciate it. Because it makes you think a bit more outside of the box about, yeah, what kind of box might be that they're talking about. Because what you think might be the most obvious is apparently not always what is actually the solution. We're almost done with this bio. And as I said earlier, it's really a cozy game. It doesn't put any pressure on you, whether it's a cold item or not, as long as by the end of the day it's in the right room. Customers as well. I could basically already ring the bell for a customer to come, and I can then just leave them standing there until I'm done with sorting these packages. They don't give a damn. I have seen people already trying to speedrun the demo, so there's definitely also room for that if you want to. But yeah, if you just want a cozy experience, you can go for that too. It's one of the things I really appreciate with this game. It's fairly simple and straightforward, but it can also become a bit more complicated if you want it to be. You can make it more complicated for yourself, let's put it that way. I think this might be the last packages from the pile for now. Okay, box, you're too big for everywhere. I'm just gonna throw you on the ground there. And... oh. We will from time to time also find little things to put on the wall, like paintings and pictures. And once the supporters pack is fixed and everything, I will be getting that one as well, and that will be hanging somewhere here on the wall, if I remember correctly. It's gonna be interesting to see that one. The guys from Maracas have been very, very kind to letting me keep my key from testing. So I'm gonna wait for the supported pack to become available for buying separately. At least I hope that becomes a thing. And then I'll get it that way. Because I do also want to support the guys that way. It's for my wife, Xavier von Whiskers. I believe the parcel is wrapped with a yellow ribbon. So again, we have a name and a description, making it slightly easier for you to figure out, okay, that's the package we need. Yellow ribbon, Xavier von Whiskers. I have noticed it's also from almost always for my wife or my mom. It's rarely for my father or for my husband. At least I haven't really gotten those yet. During dusk, the counter closes and the captain arrives. Fulfill his requests to progress. So, at the end of the day, the boat arrives. I'm so happy he's no longer T-posing. I did my job, now do yours. So, he will be bringing some packages. So you pick this up. Those are always packages for Cat's Island. They will never have packages for a different location, as far as I've seen at least. Well, actually, yeah, let's put them just here. But once restraints come into play, and those will come into play sooner than later because we will be unlocking the scanner soon, you are gonna have to be careful with how you place some of these packages because they will also have restraints. That can be heavy, fragile, hot, cold, dark, and light. And that was a small spoiler for those who have not gotten that far into the game. You can also drop the packages in the water. I would not recommend it because that damages them. Talk to the captain to know which parcel he needs, load the boat as much as you want, and ring the bell on the dock once you're set. So, once I've sorted out all these packages and given them their place, comes the next step. We also have a few more from the big pile. Currently, this is easy. He's only going to go to Port Windy, but once we unlock more locations, he will also have more locations he'll be going to, and so far I've seen mostly combinations of 2 locations. So you're gonna then have to be careful with which packages you put on the boat. First shift, it's easy. There is only one option. It's Port Windy or Cat's Island on any of these boxes. So you can just say, well, this all needs to go there, so... I just realized, no, I can put it in that direction. That's what I mean. You do not want to do that. Oh, achievements work. Because now this package is damaged. I'm handling with foresight a little bit, so I'm going to put this one aside. Because I know something is going to be unlocking to deal with that issue. But yeah, now you guys have seen what happens when you fall in the water. Package gets wet. If I give that package to our lovely, lovely captain over there, he will take it. But you will get a penalty for it. As you see, there is a restraint on how high you can go with the packages. And currently there is only small space for us to put our packages on. But over time, that will become bigger. That's one too many. Well, that one's going to stay here. That one is staying here because it's damaged. I think that's all we have for our dear captain right now. Meaning we are gonna ring the bell. Bye, Captain. And that's the end of our first shift. There we go. If you give him a wrong package, that will also be set here, and that one will then get sent back to us. Unlocked the scanner. So if a package was in the wrong spot, it's gonna go here. Ooh, right. Grand opening. The night works just like the day. Satisfy customer requests and have fun. So we have a picture. Where was it again? Trying to remember where this one went. Was it this one? Oh, it's on this side. There's 3 little white marks on it, so you know where to place it if you don't want to look for it yourself. Put that on the scanner, and well, there's our explanation. Place a single parcel on the conveyor belt. To scan it, if the scanner detects anything and add the stamp that matches the indicated constraint to the parcel, you only need to do that for parcels customers give you. So anything that comes from the boat, or we get from this giant ass pile over here, we do not need to stamp anything on it. Everything is already on there, so always make sure you look at every side so you know you are doing it correctly. Especially later on where you have more constraints placed on packages. With the scanner operational, you will now handle fragile and heavy parcels. Fragile parcels can't have anything above them. Heavy parcels will crush everything under them. Damages to the parcels happen between shifts. So if a shift ends and you have a heavy package on top of a light one, the light one beneath it will get crushed. If you have a fragile parcel at the bottom and you just put a normal parcel on it, or even another fragile parcel, the bottom one will get damaged. Same with heavy. If you place a second heavy on top of it, the bottom heavy will get damaged. And that only happens between shifts and only happens basically in the shelves. And probably when you place it on the ground next to the shelves as well. But on the boat, they're safe from damage. And from what I understood, on the conveyor belt as well, but I would need to recheck that. But yeah. So let's start our second shift and call our first customer. I need to send that. Okay, so this is a package for Port Windy. I'm always going to be doing this first, so putting it in the scanner, check what it is. It's a heavy one, So that means it should go to the purple, and that means we put 6 stamps on it. But what we also want to do is put a constraint stamp on it. So that's a big one that says this is heavy. The main reason you'd want to do that is, especially also if you're playing with multiple people, so that others know, oh, wait, this is a heavy parcel, make sure not to put it on top of something else. I mean, this is a tall one, so it's less likely you're gonna put something else on it, but you never know. And as it's a heavy one, it needs 6 stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just use all of the different ones we currently have. And just we can. Let's place some decorative ones on it. Oh, that actually got me some achievements. And there we go. Like I said, this game is pretty straightforward and very laid back. And I must say, having played it in April where I was like, not sure if this is gonna be for me, to now where I've already got, I was at like 7 hours in the demo, I believe, and over 10 hours already in the game before it was even out. I think the guys at Maracas convinced me that this is actually a really good game. And that it can actually be fun to sort packages and everything. From my wife, Umi Harry Paws. Just a small box, nothing special. Small boxes, so that usually means one of these. Umi H. And there we go. Thanks, have a nice day. Woof. Next one. Sorry to bother you. It's from my wife, Betty Enkelbiter. My parcel is cube-shaped. Betty Enkelbiter Cube. Also, one thing I'm very it's a silly little detail, but I like this. I found out about this on accident 2 weeks ago, I think. And then when last week I was streaming the demo, I was like, look people, look what this does when I stand on the scale, and it didn't do anything in the demo. I was like, god damn it. Luckily Tips was around and he was like, yeah, we know. He'll fix that for the full release. And it is indeed in the full release, so I'm happy. Ragnar von Whisker, and he hopes this parcel will fit on his bike. So this is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be one of these two? No, yeah, it's gonna be one of the long ones. Over time you'll start remembering, okay, cube shape is this type of box, medium sized box is that kind of box. Don't be too fussed about it. If you give a cat a wrong one, it will not punish you, from what I can tell. It will just tell you, are you sure this is mine? So you can pick it up and try a different parcel. So if you really have no clue, you can just pick up whichever you want and put it down and see if the cat says yes. Parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Early Sleep. My package has a red ribbon. So we're gonna look for a red ribbon package, and the last name starts with an E. So we have a Vivian E over there, and I hope that's the only one. It does look like it. So far, from what I can tell, most of these will only be like 1 or 2 options that you have. So that's pretty nice. So this symbol means that there's no constraint on the package, so you can just do as normal. Put a stamp for the destination. It was light blue, so we need 4 weight stamps. And we can just put a little band-aid on it, just because we can. Don't know why they're upside down. And this one goes to Port Windy, so as I've marked this shelf as Port Windy, it's gonna go there. Whee! Please be careful. I'm always careful. This one also has no constraints, so that is gonna be weigh it. Also for stamps for weight. Everything here is, from what I can tell, is random, so It might be you get a lot of packages with constraints, it might be you don't. All of that is just randomly determined by the game itself, so if you're lucky, it's gonna go really fast. Or you barely have any fragiles or anything. We have our first fragile package. So we are gonna want to place that in such a way we can see it's fragile and can still see the name. And this one is not fragile either. This one is heavy, so make sure we don't put anything else on top of it. Underneath it, I'm sorry. Why am I saying on top of it? Alright, I can't see the bottom of that one. I just want to see if any of these are fragile, so I know what to do. This one is heavy. These two can go on top of that one, but not the other way around. Let's use tab mode. Place them one by one. I really like the addition of the tab thing. And so, oh, the box changed place. First shift, we had to place the stuff there. Now we're placing it there. That's new. The more parcels you send, the more points you get. I'm not gonna send the giant ones just yet. I'll leave those for later shipments. Just so we can place a few more extra boxes on here. That's as high as we can go. We have some slim packages. Actually, do not. Well, then that's gonna be it for now. Ringing the bell. Captain leaving, meaning we are at the end of the shift. And this is where the demo would finish. So everything after this is fully known for most people. That had only played the demo. I mean, by now there are people that have been playing this since 5 o'clock, so they know. It is interesting though that I'm second day and I do not have a certain unlock just yet, but that's fine. That means I need to do better my best with the points I'm getting. So certain unlocks happen based on progress. One of them being the next room opening and the next type of item. Well, no, next location. Sorry, I need to say this correctly. The next location opening up. Review. That's awesome. We this time around are getting a lot of stuff for Port Windy. Last save, the other save I was playing before going live and before the game released, I had a whole bunch of packages for here, so this whole thing was almost already full by the end of the second day. But I know they have been tweaking the balance in the past couple of weeks as well, so. Barnaby Keen Scratch. It's a box with handles, easier to carry. So the boxes with handles are the boxes with the lemons on it, and Barnaby K is the name. I saw some people on the Discord asking about some of the names that these cats have been given. A lot of the first names, from what I understood, are actually names from cats from the guys from Maracas. I know Ghost and Buster, for instance, are two of them. Cinnamon is a translation of one of them, who's actually called Canel. which is the French word for cinnamon. For those who are not good at French, I had to learn it for work, so I'm semi-decent at it, I'd like to think. Just don't ask me to write it, because writing in French, I mean, come on, could you make it any more complicated? I'm not saying Dutch is easy, don't get me wrong, Dutch also has some convoluted rules and everything in it. But French people, what the actual fuck with some of the stuff, with all the accents and everything? Why? Let's put a bunch of different ones, because we can. We need 6, we need a heavy stamp. Let's decorate it a little bit more, because why not? It's sticking out over the side. Don't worry about it. Heavy box for Port Windy as well, so we do not want to have that one standing below anything else. Gotta go give Ghost this medicine. I'm leaving. Thank you again for being there for us. I love being there for you guys, Sophie. You know this. When I can help, I love it. You guys have meant a lot to me, and helped me through a whole bunch of shit back during the Nanotel times, and I can never repay you guys enough for that, and for all the trust you guys put in me. I'm very, very grateful. And I really, really hope this game takes off so you guys can make it even greater with maybe some extra edits to the game, and also for the next game, whatever that may be. And thank you so much for dropping by. I very much appreciate it. And give a cuddle to Ghost and Buster, because Ghost and Buster are Sophie's cats. So if you see Ghost or Buster as names in the game, it's Sophie's cats. Okay, so let's continue placing boxes. And for those who want to know what I was talking about just now, the previous studio that these guys worked for, they took a chance on me, basically. When they were doing Nanotel, I tested it and everything. Had a great time, and I'm one of those people that loves to help around, so I just, out of my own goodness of my heart, even though I should sometimes tone that down a little bit, I helped around a lot on the Discord, and then at some point I got a message from these guys like, hey, you want to become a moderator for us? And that's yeah, that was just before COVID somewhere, I believe. Either way, it was during a time where I was not feeling great. My life wasn't going exactly how I wanted it to. A whole bunch of crap happened. And Nanotel and the guys who are now Maracas really, even if they don't realize this, helped me through all that mental hardship and everything that I was going through back then. And I've always been very, very, very grateful to them for that. And also them, yeah, taking the chance on somebody they only knew, what, a couple of months at that point, to have them allow me to help out, become a moderator, and from there that spiraled into moderating other Discords, and into even right now, that's how I know Nins, for instance, running 2 Discords myself. And I just absolutely love doing that. Although I sometimes should take a step back and think of myself a little bit. But I'll be okay. The parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Sailcatcher. I believe the parcel is wrapped with a yellow ribbon. So last name starting with a T, and we need a yellow ribbon, so that has got to be this one. No, what? I'm just gonna quickly check something. Do note, Nanotale, the game that I was talking about, is from a different studio where these guys used to work, but they no longer do. And yeah, it was around COVID that a whole bunch of shit happened with me personally, health-wise, and Nanotale definitely was a part that kept me going. How do you do? I'm Evie Quail Hunter. My package has a red ribbon. And if that's something people would be interested in hearing more of, about how I dealt with all the mental and the physical health issues I had back then, I don't mind talking about, but I also don't want to become like trauma dumping or anything on you guys, because you guys don't deserve that. And hello there, Kietra. Welcome to Cat Mail Co. I am a cat, and I'm handling the packages for the cats.
Meow.
Hi, kitty. You again. Rude. For my wife, Ragdoll Puffball. Just a small box, nothing special. Some of these cats, though, definitely need to learn to be a bit nicer. Ragdoll Puffball. There we go. Next. Here you are. Okay, so we have 2 packages for Port Windy. This one being a fragile one, so we're gonna wait it. Port Windy stamp on it. And if you guys have any questions about the game, feel free to ask. I will not be able to answer every single question, but I'd like to think there are quite a few that I do because of having tested it and having that contact that I have with the devs. Port Windy, no restrictions, but it does need 4 stamps for the weight. So 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And place some Cat Mail Co stamps and stuff on it. A barcode, right? Because parcels need barcodes. You can cover the whole or most of the box with stickers if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. As long as the stamps that tell location and the weight and whether it's fragile and stuff are on there, the game is fine with anything you put on there. Let's quickly grab the boxes from this pile. And after that, we'll unload the boat again. I think by now you guys have a pretty decent idea of what the basic of the game is. And over time, the game will definitely add more stuff to it for you to figure out. Okay. Let's empty the boat. Well, now that's just rude. I like it. I like the fact that there is a bit more variety in where the packages are on the boat. It's just gonna take some getting used to. So let's use tab so we can place things. Okay, the first one is fragile, so we want to be careful that we can't place anything else on top of it. There we go. Second one is fragile too. We definitely don't want anything on there. I guess these 2 we can place over here and over there. I'm gonna turn this around so we can actually read the name, even if that means reading it upside down. It does make for an easier work environment. I can't place there. Put it sideways. So we can read the name. And then the last one, not fragile or anything, and we can place that one like so. So we can read the name of that one as well. And he's going to Port Whitney, as that is currently the only other location we have unlocked. I swear, there is more. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Just try and put as many boxes on here as we can. So let's go for the smaller ones. That way we get a few more points. We don't have many. I was hoping we had a few more packages that could maybe like fit here on the front. But we don't really have all that many for there. Like 2. Yep. And you can get up there. And then we have you. You go over there. And that's our boat full. Over time, the boat will also expand. So you'll be able to send more with him. And you'll need that, because at some point he'll ask for 2 locations where you want to send stuff. There we go. Next shift. Unlocked a room. This one everybody got by the end of the demo. So we had some speculation on the Discord about what it was going to be for. And it was quite fun, to be fair, for me to read people's guesses. And to be fair, it wasn't all too complicated to realize it's for a room that is refrigerated. And yet there were some people like, I really wonder what it is like. So either they were just joking around and, you know, they weren't serious, or they really had no clue. Oh, 1Q for the moment. But that gives us a new pile. And also a new constraint. Some parcels will need to stay in the cold room to not get damaged. Check parcels customers give you with the scanner, add the matching stamp, and store them properly. So from now on, we'll get packages that will need a cold stamp on it, meaning we have to store them over there. Let's put these little pictures on their spot. It's the old postal worker and the captain. There is a story to this game. If you want to find out what it is, really make sure. Well, hello there, Next Level Gaming MC. I'm gonna guess this is my friend JD, who is currently raiding us. Let's see if I still know how to do this. Ha! It's still working. They were last seen streaming Forza Horizon 6. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome everybody. My name is Izzy. We are currently showcasing the very new game Cat Milko that only came out today. I just reached a point where people couldn't reach in the demo, as in we have now unlocked the cold room, so we can from now on store cold packages. This whole game is about you being a cat. I can't really show you guys. Can I show the shadow? There's sometimes a shadow, so you can see that I'm definitely a cat. See, there's the pointy ears and stuff. And we inherit a postal office of another cat who disappeared and who left us this giant mess of a pile of mail that we slowly have to work out. We have customers to serve, and now we also have cold packages to keep in mind, besides heavy and fragile and packages without a constraint. We have now 3 locations we can send stuff off to, so we just add a little bit of complexity to the game. I really like how they did that, because when I played in April, so the first test, everything was there. So I had cold, I had hot, I had heavy, fragile, I had all the locations, so it was a lot more overwhelming while they were going for a cozy experience. I have read some comments that people still think that the whole pile falling there becomes overwhelming, which in a way I understand, as it seems to be a lot, and if you feel like there is pressure behind it, it definitely can seem a bit overwhelming, but this game puts no pressure on you whatsoever. I can just sit here for an hour talking to you guys if I want to. The game doesn't give a damn. If I want to do that, it is like, okay, you go do that. If I want to rush through everything, the game is like, okay, let's do that. So this cat wants a package for their wife, Xavier Autumn Fur. Hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. So we know it's for Xavier Autumn Fur, and it's gonna have a stamp that it's heavy. Let's first look for Xavier's. Oh, that's interesting. Is it one of the small ones? No. Did I place a package on the wrong spot? I mean, that would be my own dumb fault, don't get me wrong. Is there anything here? Huh? Okay. But, JD, tell me, how was your stream? How is the game? Oh wait, is that one of the ones over here? Yes, it's over here. Was that a heavy one? Oh, it was a heavy one. I was looking for a giant box and it's a tiny one. That happens a lot with me in this game. It's like, I was saying earlier, I had a cat that was asking for his ice cream, so I thought it was a tiny package, and the package was bigger than the cat itself. And we have to ship this one. Put that on the scanner. This one needs to be identified as cold, and it's quite heavy. So we now have the new stamps to indicate it's cold. It needs to go to Port Windy. Yes, go away. And it needed 4 stamps for the weight, which I'm gonna put on the other side because, well, we don't really have much more space on front. Stream was fun. Glad to hear. You switch to your other account. Oh well, that's twice the same stamp. That's fine. But this one I can't just place over here with all the other Port Windy packages because it needs to be in the cold. So we will place that here. And then hope we don't forget it's over there. Because honestly, I'm very capable of forgetting it. A small package. Also cold and also stormy winds, so that actually makes it easy for us. We can place them together. And that also revealed another package, also for Port Windy. Okay. Ding ding! Greetings, my name is Wade Tailcatcher. There are a lot of crocodiles where my parcel comes from. So this saying it's a lot of crocodiles there means there is going to be some damage on the package for Wade Tailcatcher. Let me show you if I find it. A package for Wade. There we go. And I'm gonna guess. Wait, no. Oh wait, that's the wrong Wade. Wait, so it can be scratches like this. So that's from the claws of the alligator. It could also be teeth marks. Crocodiles, not alligators. So those are also little distinctions between packages if you are uncertain. Make sure to read everything the cat is telling you, because it does really make it easier to identify what their packages are. Teddy D, I want to try something. I'm not sure if they've already implemented it. No, they have not. So this is a heavy one, meaning it's gonna say 6 stamps. Yup. And it's for Port Windy. And welcome back to everybody who had to sit through those annoying ads. I wish I could do something to get rid of them. I do not. Well, you guys have an option, I guess, which is subscribing. But I hate asking for stuff like that. So I'm not going to if you feel like it, and you're more than welcome to, but don't feel like you have to. And this is a fragile package that needs to go to Sunny Shores, our first package for Sunny Shores. And it's also very light. So Sunny Shores is this stamp. It's fragile and it's very light. Well, let's put some fun stickers on it just because we can. And this is a package we should definitely not be placing anything on top of. Well, we can, as long as we take it away again by the end of the shift. Because if we do not by the end of the shift, well, then the package will get damaged. And we'll get negative points. Does it really matter? No, not really, no. But for those who really want to optimize and everything, it's a good thing to keep in mind that that is part of the gameplay. Cinnamon! That was the name of one of Tip's cats. Although then it was Cannelle, the French version of it. Let's quickly check here, because now we have 2 piles of packages that we can clear out. Again, don't feel pressured on emptying them out immediately if you don't want to. It can happen that a cat at a counter is going to ask for something that is on the pile. But from what I can tell, only stuff that is like at the front of the pile, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I've not had something being asked for by a cat that I could not get to. Hi, do you have my package? The parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Whiskerleaf. I believe the parcel is wrapped with a yellow ribbon, so we're looking for yellow ribbon and a W. That is all. Nope, that is a yellow ribbon. That a W. That one does have a yellow ribbon and a W. How that kid carries that package, I don't know. Just don't worry about it, I'd say. Hi, do you have my package? The parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Redford. My package is supposed to be huge. And that caused a lot of giggles on the Discord. Ragdoll P, Opal M, Suki R. That's pretty big one. So I'm gonna guess it's that one. And that's the end of this day. This night, better said. So now we wait for the boat. Well, if you're gonna be slow about this. It can sometimes happen you can already grab things from the pile without actually seeing it. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I should ask about that, to be fair, to one of the devs after stream or tomorrow when, you know, it's actual time that they might be working. Windy Shores. Nothing else here. Oh, there's another one here for Stormy. Port Windy. I keep messing up the names of places. You're kind of new here. Have you met Charlie, my old pal? Can you... Well, I've not been able to read, but basically he is telling you about his old pal that used to run this post office. He is, I believe, that he is the one that will mention that friend of his and some of the more story bits of the game. This is a heavy one for Tatum. And then we still have a few small ones. And a heavy small one. With some scratches on it as well, so that's probably also been mauled by some crocodiles or something. And he is gonna go to Port Windy. We still only have limited space, right? In that case, I'm gonna try and do again as many of the smaller ones we have. Also, ignore the broken one over here. We'll get to that one eventually. There is a specific reason why I'm ignoring it. And all will be clear soon-ish. That one down there. One over there. Do we have any other tiny packages left over? No, we do not. What I could, however, do... Put that one in place. Just to optimize space usage. And bye-bye boat! I'm not optimizing points at all whatsoever. I know there have been people going for like 500 points per shift at least, else I'm not doing it. Putting extra stamps on packages for one is one way of doing that, getting there. But yeah, I just like to take my time and just try to sort as much and put as much on the boat as I can without all too much fuss about my score. Does that mean that sometimes certain things will take a bit longer? Yeah, possibly. Do I care? No, not really. Because that's the wonder of this game. You don't have to care. It's one of those games that I found myself just playing for like half an hour or something just before going to bed. Just to, you know, chill out a little bit before sleeping. And that's worked really well for me. So let's put my little fan on, because somebody here insisted on putting every door open and every window, and now the heat is getting in, and I do not like it. New day, new shift. For my wife, Udo Puffball. My parcel is cute shapes. Have a nice day. You too, sir.
No.
You again. It's for my wife, Betty Litterbox. It's a box with handles, easier to carry. For a Betty. Finally. The vibe of this game is chill when just coming out of the hectic of Fort Tower. Yeah, this game is definitely a whole different level. It's very much meant to be cozy and just unwinding. The parcel's for my mom. Her last name is Puffball. You can't miss it. It's an enormous box. So, enormous box, last name ending on a P. I'm gonna guess that's this one. How that little cat is getting anywhere with that box, I have no clue. Well, I guess that's not my problem. It just feels a bit silly. Oh, this one needs to go in the cold and is also for Port Windy. There, oh, and there's a box here. Port Windy, not cold. This was a fragile box. I knew it. This is a heavy one, so needs to go on the bottom. Oh, another box for a Nova. Oh, put that one on there. There's a door behind here. I want that door unlocked. Sunny Shores, but it is a fragile package, so make sure we can't place anything else on top of it. Sounds like a smart move. I'm also very much focusing on these piles. Like I said earlier, if you don't want to, you do not have to. You can just sort of ignore them. Up to a certain point, of course, because at some point somebody might ask you for something from that pile. But it's not like you have to go for those piles. It's really you play your way kind of game. It explains to you some things and how to do certain things. And after that, it's like, okay, now it's your turn. Show us what you got.
Meow.
I need to send that. So we have Kenji Q, Sunny Shores. And that needs to be in the cold, so... And it's quite heavy, actually. Sunny Shore stamp. A cold stamp. And we said 4 stamps for weights. Just one decorational one on here. And then the other side is gonna have the weights. If you guys are wondering, are these all the stamps we get? No. There is more to come. At some point you will unlock more stamps and different ones. Let's put Windy and let's put Sunny Shores here. Older racks have something like that, so you can tell it where it needs to go, but also, as you could have seen, that one has a thing already for fragile, so you can also just label a shelf like, here's all the fragile stuff, or here is all the heavy stuff. I tend to go by location because it just makes more sense in my head. Just 2, right? And one more. You better be cautious. Yes, I know the fragile one is already done. And a heavy one for Sunny Shores as well. So that one gets the Sunny Shores stamp. The heavy stamp. And then let's just put one of each. Because that's a good way to keep track that we got all 6. Let's put some pretty stamps on it. No, I wanted the flower.
No.
How do you do? I I believe the parcel is wrapped with a yellow ribbon. It's a box with handles, easier to carry. So this guy, and this is something that can happen, will not give you a name. It will just describe the box to you. So it's up to you to then realize, okay, yellow box with handles. Where did I see that one? I know we have this one. I'm gonna guess it's this one. And it's correct. That's the sort of puzzly effect this game has. Aspect, sorry.
Wow.
But it still keeps it very light. I'm Panda Hairball. Be cautious, it's a fragile box. Brenda Hairball. Hey, Brenda. No. And it's a box. Wait, is it one of these? That was Udi or something? Ragdoll? Opal, Cinnamon, Puja. Am I misremembering the name? It's why was I saying Brenda? It's Panda Hairball. That one we have. And that's another day done. Time for the boat to arrive so we can in the meantime take care of these. Sunny shores. And cold. Oh, wait, while I'm here, I can just grab the package that's over here. Sunny shores and no restraints. I vaguely remember that one of these. Yeah. There's another one here. Another one for the sunny shores. Another one for sunny shores. That's a lot for the same location. And this one as well, but this one needs to be in the cold. Let's just put it on that one. Oh, there's another bigger one. That is heavy, so that needs to go at the bottom in if I stack stuff on it. And this one is also for the cold. There we go. That's all of those. Okay. That's all of those done. Don't see any there either. So let's grab our packages. So now we are gonna have to be extra careful because some of these might also be going for the cold. Like this one, for instance. So definitely always make sure you check every single side of a package, so you don't miss any of the constraint stickers, especially in the beginning. Okay, so that one needs to be cold. And this one, no. Notes. So let's go to the cold storage first. For the top one here. That one can go there. And this one can go down here. Okay. They haven't given me anything else yet. And I'm gonna guess He does not like it when you touch his bell. Port Windy and Sunny Shores both. So what I'm gonna do, so I can't forget this, I'm gonna first do all the cold stuff. And then we'll finish the rest of the boat with all the other stuff. That way this is gone. And I can't forget about it. Like this thing. And also, yes, in case you are wondering, every small package can also be a heavy package. There is, from what I can tell, no constraints on that. But with that, okay, I thought we were already at our max height, but apparently we are not. I mean, that's good. That means we can add even more packages here. And as I said, normally it should no longer matter whether it's heavy or not once you put it on the boat. As long as it fits, it should be alright. And that's it, because we can't go higher than that. Last off, see you around. And if I'm wrong, we're gonna see that here. 473. We're slowly getting there to the higher scores. Next shift, did we unlock something? We definitely did. We unlocked some Norse stamps. No packages on this pile have appeared. And over here they haven't either. Okay. Well, in that case, we're just gonna call our next customer. I'm Opal Milk Liquor. You can't miss it. It's an enormous box. Opal, I do believe I know which box is yours. And that one has been around since the start, so I'm kind of happy that it's gone now. Because that gives us a bit more space to put new packages. Oh, hi. Don't you recognize me? It's me, Cinnamon. My parcel is cube shaped. I'm sorry, Cinnamon. I see so many cats, and I'm having trouble remembering everyone's names.
Meow.
Not saying that I can't tell them apart before anybody gets any funny ideas. I think if cats would really order packages, there would only be snacks and toys in it. That is very, very possible. Okay, so we have a fragile package for Port Windy. Port Windy. Fragile. No, fragile. And like I said, we got some new stickers. New fishies. We got some beach ones. Stuff that was apparently on sale. A camping. An orange. A jar of hot spicy peppers. And we also got some new weight stamps. So now we have a bit more choice of what we put stamp-wise on these. Okay, so for weight stamps, let's put some of the new ones on. So we have a starry sky and another starry sky. Oh, that's upside down. Well, some oranges, and I think those are olives. Shall we put some decorative ones on there? Cat Milko. There we go. That should be enough stamps. Sunny Shores, and it's a heavy one. Is this also heavy? No. Put that safely on top. There. That's properly placed. Yes, yes, I'll be with you in a minute. I feel like sorting stuff first. But I'm hoping we are close to unlocking the door that's behind this pile. Knowing what's behind there, I really want it. Yoink. Freya, and this is going to Port Windy. This is also going to Port Windy. You're welcome, Mr. Cat. No constraints on this one, so that's gonna be easy. 2 stamps for the weight and 1 stamp for a Port Windy destination. I'm Tatum Autumnfur. I hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. Tatum, I've seen that name. Here. I mean, we don't know what's in the packages, but it could very well be snacks and toys. I know for a fact there is, with the parcels that are for the cold room, there is ice cream in some of them. That and some seeds. Because sometimes they will actually tell you what's in there. In some cases, I think it's to give you an idea on the shape or whatever the package is, to easily find it. But I've not really found it to be helpful in some of the cases. Some do, but not everything. Parcels for my mom. Her last name is Nosebook. Be cautious, it's a fragile box. Oh well, Nosebeloop, so an N as last name. And it's fragile. I keep forgetting I've got packages underneath here as well. Hmm? Oh, there might very well be catnip in some of these. Yes, 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 definitely true. This person is gonna have to wait for a little bit for that package because I haven't found it yet. It's in Shores, so it can't be that. It's also for Windy. I have a feeling I may have misplaced one of my packages. Because I need a package for a nosebook person. Right? And it's fragile. So it's a name. That's all not ends. Also not an N. Those weren't ends either. Have I accidentally placed something somewhere that it shouldn't be? No, those are all fine. Game. The only N I have is this one. It said it was fragile, but it wasn't. So something crazy. Do tell, Dorian, what crazy thing happened? Does it have to do with your game? I'm just guessing. Or did you just do something silly? Parcel's for my mom. Her last name is Longfang. It has a sprig of lavender sticker. Longfang and a sprig of lavender sticker. I have seen that somewhere. There. Next. Told me to ask you to send this. Yeah, we can do that. You're welcome. No constraints, and it's for Port Windy, and it's not that heavy. I should most likely be using the decorative stamps more often to, you know, get a higher score. So let's try that. We want a flower on there. We want some kitty faces. I remember that at some point we could not just rotate the stickers, but also make them bigger or smaller. I kind of miss that, to be honest. I don't know why it got taken out, but I really liked it, so I could put some smaller and some bigger stamps on it if I wanted to. This one needs to be cold and is for the sunny shores. This also needs to be cold. Discord, one of the sound designers told me that Ultia, a French streamer, was playing the game, which was huge, so I went to check. I followed the channel, and then she was doing a prize draw tumbler, and so I got picked. Well, that's nice. Did you win the game? Because didn't you say you already bought it? But I do believe that Ultia streamed some of the other stuff as well. Before that, was asking a friend to buy the game and she couldn't give. She will be able to play. Oh, you're gonna give it to your friend. That's awesome as well, Dorian. Also, speaking of Dorian, we have packages with your name on it. Although this is Dorian G. I have shown you the picture of a package I found a while back, where it was Dorian E. So the first thing I was like, hey, Dorian made it into the game. And yeah, congrats on winning. Oh, another Dorian. There's a lot of Dorians in this cat world, apparently. Was that one I just... No, that's Dorian H. I do believe we've seen a I've seen a Dorian W already, but I'm not sure. Buster! So that's Sophie's cat. Wait, was that a package that needed to be in the cold? Because I didn't check. And Dorian, don't dox yourself. I know you didn't say the full thing, but be careful, please. I hopped into the Special Effects stream earlier. Special Effect being a charity that me and some friends stream for every year in February for Game Blast. And I made a plushie for them, and she actually got it today. No, yesterday. And she showed it on stream for the first time today, so when I said hi, she was instantly like, people, look, this is the plushie, she made it for us and everything, and I was so happy to see how much she loved it and is happy with it. Apparently, some of the other special effect teams really like it as well, so they're like, we should have some emotes of Ceci, as it's lovingly called already. And I just felt so proud. I love making my plushies, but seeing people so happy with them, that is just the best feeling ever. Especially when it is for in this case, a charity that I really adore all the work that they do. I do similar stuff to them, but not quite. As in, not at the scale that they do that. But I've always really admired the people working there, so making them that happy with a plushie of mine was a bit of a highlight for today. That plus, I got called today if I can go for a job interview on Tuesday. It's gonna be interesting because it's at a store where they sell alcohol and stuff, which I don't drink all that much myself. But at the same time, I think that I can potentially learn and everything to do that work well as well. Apparently they were enthusiastic about what the person from the agency told them about me. So now it's like, no pressure! They are interested in talking to me, and hopefully I get the job, because honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of being jobless. Okay, so that's everything. He's going only to Port Windy. We don't have all that much for Port Windy. Let's take some of the... I'm going to be happy when my boat is slightly bigger. I have a website portfolio with your real name, so it's really okay. Yeah, fair, but just, yeah. Even then, I'd still be careful with it, because not everybody might find the website. Hey, if you're okay with it, then it's fine. I do believe we can't go higher than that one, so that one can go there. Oh wait, do we have any small Port Windy ones here? We do! Oh! That should be all good packages. Is Big Brother watching you behind his PC? No, at the moment he is sitting outside enjoying the breeze and everything. We got ourselves some citronella candles as well today, because, well, I live near a canal, so yes, it's flowing water, but it's very slow flowing water, and there's a little park at the end of the street with some stagnant water as well, so we get a lot of mosquitoes. So, yeah. He was complaining about that yesterday, and we needed to go shopping today anyways, so we got him some candles hopefully to not be as swarmed by mosquitoes as he was yesterday. No return parcels, so far we are par for the course with not screwing up.
Wow.
But I'll tell him you said hi if you'd be gone before he comes back. Oh, hi, don't you recognize me? It's me, Puya. My parcel is CubeSafe. I seen that name. It's an odd name. About time. Seriously, I should have dropped this package. Some of these cats are so rude. Hi, here you are. Take care of this shipment, please. This is a cold package for Sunny Shores. And it's very lightweight because it only needs 1 stamp for the weight. It was a cold, no, cold. 1 weight stamp. We don't need to be able to read what's in this anyway. If you ever place a stamp on any of the packages and you're like, nope, I don't like it, or it's not properly placed or whatever, there is a mode to delete the stamp so you can put a new one. Oh. Parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Keen Scratch. It's just a letter. And for those who get confused with the word letter, yes, these are supposed to be letters. Keen Scratch. We have had some people not being entirely sure about that because they do not really necessarily look like envelopes. I'm Kadir Pilfer. I'm waiting for my delivery from Port Windy. I hope you kept it cold enough. Kadir Pilfer, and it needs to be cold. No, why am I picking that up? The fact he says it's from Port Windy, I'm not so sure why he says that. Because there is no stamps that you'll find on these packages that say it comes from there. At least not that I've seen. Parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Upset Ears. Have you stored my cold package properly? So a last name with a U, and it needs to be cold. I have a feeling this time around I have less packages. I know a lot of it is just completely random, so it's definitely possible. Cold, and it's Port Windy. Zane, Fragile, and it's for Sunny Shores. Another cold package for Port Windy, and it's Fragile. So let's put it there so we can't accidentally put something on top of it. Port Windy. No constraints. Vegan for Sunny Shores. And there's another one hiding there as well. Boyan. Anything else here? Sunny Shores. No constraints from what I can tell. Be sure I can place these on top of each other. We have one more over here. Also Port Windy. I think that's... Oh, no. There is another one that just peeped out. 8 Fragile for Sunny Shores. That's actually what I wanted to do, but don't know why I did it this way. I think we have about everything we can grab from both piles now. We can serve the next customer. Hi! I ordered special catnip seeds. They need to be refrigerated so they don't sprout, and it's just a letter. There you have your catnip, Kirtra. Catnip seeds, but still, it's catnip. That one is for you. Wait, what? Oh, we have another one. I hadn't seen the other envelope in there. What you mean? Oh crap, did I misplace one of a package? Did I misplace a package? I did. And this sucks, because I'm gonna be giving it, but... Don't you dare open up now. I'm gonna scream if that happens. I had missed the refrigerated stamp, so I'm gonna probably get a penalty. I thought I could have sworn I saw something walking here. Is this post office haunted? I mean, the last person to work here did mysteriously disappear. So maybe... Last name is Scratchy. Looks strong enough and it's heavy. So something with an S as last name on it, and it's gotta be heavy. Are you heavy? No, you just have a duck on it. You are heavy. I could have sworn I saw a cat walking there. Fort Windy. I so hate that I missed that one. Damn it. Does this need... No, this one does not need to be refrigerated. Easy. Two bigger ones. Bottom one needs to be refrigerated at least. Doesn't seem to have any other things. This one does. This one says fragile. So we're gonna do just like that one. So we can read the name upside down, and I'm not gonna be placing anything on top of that because I want to be able to read the name. Top one is fragile, and the bottom one is heavy. I do not see constraints when it comes to cold. But as we noticed, that doesn't mean shit, because I missed it earlier. Okay, so this two, there is indeed nothing. Sandy Shores and Port Windy. Let's do the same thing as last time again. Oh, hi. Where do you need to go? Sunny Shores? Well, we'll instantly take you with us then. No. What? Oh. There we go. I was in the wrong modus for this. It's gonna be too high, but we'll fix that once we have everything. For now, we're gonna leave it being too high. Make it even more too high as we can. And now we're gonna look for small packages. Like this one. Do we have any more? We actually do not. Oh, good enough. I know with doing it differently, I probably would have been able to place more on it, but it's fine. See, damage parcels penalty 1, and that's the one we gave because I forgot to put it in cold. That's my own stupid fault. Zoya T. Sunny Shores. Had to begin. Cindy D. Also Sunny Shores. Nothing else here. We have a small one for the Sunny Shores as well. And that's everything that's currently coming from the piles. Okay. My mom sent me to pick up her parcel. I'm Ghost Ankle Biter. Be cautious, it's a fragile box. So that one is confusing because it's for her mom. So I'm gonna say Ankle Biter is the more important part of the name. And it said it's a fragile box. We have an A over here, and that is a fragile one, so I'm gonna guess. Yep. That was indeed the correct one. And this one wants to send 2 packages to Port Windy. No restraints on the first one. Wait. 2 stamps. And that's that one ready to be shipped. And there we go. We'll take your other one. Also Port Windy. Also no constraints. That is easy. And also 2 stamps for the weight. Oink. My name is Aussie Fish Breath. It has this very cute sticker with a frog. Yeah, I've seen the frog sticker. Has to be this one. The frog sticker is absolutely adorable. Page, and this one goes to Sunny Shores. Little envelope. Oh, that's a gold one. What we need? Oh. So I'll take these as well instantly. This is also gold one, but for Sunny Shores. Heavy one for Sunny Shores. This pile is actually getting smaller. The other one, which I want to see getting smaller. Nope, nothing there we can grabby grab. But yeah, this is the one we want to see get smaller. And so far it's not, and it's annoying me. Because that's one... could have saved us the penalty. And I hopefully can show you guys soon why I'm saying that. Another one cold, but this one is for Port Windy. Okay. Another one for Port Windy. A lemon sticker on it. Cute.
Meow.
For my wife, Imani Longtail, it's just a letter. Here you go, sir. Next. How do you do? My name is Kadir Ugly Scar. My package has a red ribbon. I believe that's the other one. No? Yeah, it was this one that was placed weirdly because of the place we did not have earlier.
Meow.
Hello, I've brought something to ship. Port Windy and Sunny Shores. The Port Windy one is a fragile one, so we need to be careful with it. But it is heavy, fragile, but it needs 4 of these. I thought I heard something behind me. I may be mistaken though. Nope, I did not be mistaken. JD says hi. What? Oh, yeah. I did forget those. It's fine, people can see me. More importantly, as long as they can see the game, I'm okay with it. Sunny Shores, and this is a heavy parcel, so nothing can go underneath it. Another Sunny Shores. This pile is not shrinking. Oh right, we had the dude that had packages for us over there.
Meow.
Let's take his second package. Sunny Shores, and it needs to be refrigerated. Oh! A first package for the actual big one. And this was a refrigerated one. Right. Can I place anything on top of those? No, I cannot. Well, what's going on there then? I just need to remember that those two are not for Cat's Island and that they are each for a different location as well. I'm smelling Tendel. Oh, yeah, that's why. And this was a heavy package, and you were not, so you can go on top of that one. Oh, refrigerate it so it can stay here. Okay. You mean this creaking? Yeah, this chair is very creaky. I blame Fed.
No.
For my wife, ragdoll fish breath. You look strong enough, it's really not lightweight. It's an old chair, it works, it's a bit crooked, and it's very creaky, but... It's fine. This one needs to be cold. This one does not need to be cold. Okay. A heavy one. We did have some big ones disappearing here now, so we have some space again. This one was tall but needed to be cool. So it can go over there. Top one, I do not see any things. This one does not need to be refrigerated. And neither does this one. Does fit nicely there. I have a feeling one of these might be... No? Okay. That one is fine here. And this one is also going to be fine here then. So we do not make the same mistake again of, you know, putting it somewhere where it shouldn't go. Tide is coming in, yes. But what package did you want? Port windy only. Okay. Do we... No, we still don't want to do the gigantic one because that really limits the amount we can give to this guy. I have a feeling I've got a damaged package here. I do. Why? Is one of these a heavy one? Oh, it's a cold one that I didn't put in the cooling. Izzy! Okay, those two are gonna stay here then. I feel so dumb for that. That's just a big one. That is two broken ones. These two can definitely still come along. That one can go on top of there. And this will all not fit. So, ding ding. Bye, Captain. And no mistakes this time around. And it would seem we may have unlocked something. Parcels can now be shipped to Crescent Bay. That's a new location. So let's add that to our map, and that is looking very cozy and evening-like. Sunny shores, no restraints. Check the other pile, and after that we continue. We need a ship that only goes to Sunny Shores, because good God, we have a lot for there. Alright. Next customer. Hello there, Mrs. Cat. You'd like to send this? Well, I'm pretty sure we can take care of that. It'll be a fragile package going to Port Windy. So, not that heavy. Port Windy. Fragile. And weight-wise, it needs 2 stamps. We're gonna have to remind ourselves not to put anything on top of that. No constraints goes to Crescent Bay, so that's our new location. And it's a very light. But it means it only needs 1 of these stamps. And that's it. We have Sunny Shores over there. So let's put Crescent Bay over here, shall we? Please be careful. Yes, I will, sir. And this is a Crescent Bay cold and very light. Very light, but it needs to be cooled. Well, for now, that can be Crescent Bay. It's not ideal, because we can only put certain types of packages in there. But let's hope we do not get too many of those.
No.
Crescent Bay and Port Windy. So another one for Crescent Bay. It needs to be kept in the cool. And it needed 2 stamps. Of those, we'll place no. Cat Milko stamp on it. Some squiggly lines like the real post office does. And some cats. Yeah, it's instantly giving us stuff that needs to go to the new location, but that's also very much in the cold room. Aussie H, only Crescent Bay. That works for me. That one was... Wasn't this a fragile one? Or did I misremember? Nope. They really need to make it so that once a package is through, you can already put a second one up there, because it would make things a bit easier. No constraints. Oh yeah, bye kitty. Port Windy. Very light. But it means 1 sticker. One is getting a flower. This is a heavy for Sunny Shores, so we have to make sure we don't place it on top of anything. Oh, that's a heavy too. I was gonna say, maybe I can place this on top of, but no, we should definitely not do that. There we go. Come on, grow smaller, you giant pile. I think they slowed down the how quick that one shrinks. Because I have a feeling this one shrinks a lot faster than the other one at the moment. And that's another heavy one, so we are not placing that on top of the other one. Crescent Bay, and that needs to be cooled. And this one hold stuff? Yes, it can, so I'm gonna place this one on top of it. Somebody's screaming loudly outside. Oh, hi, don't you recognize me? It's me, Caleb. It's a mid-sized package with a cord all around on the name of Caleb. It's gonna be one of these, isn't it? Yep. These are the mid-sized packages, from what I remember. About time? Jeez, rude. Should have thrown it on the ground. You'd like to send this one? How the heck did you carry that little one? But okay, port windy, and it needs to be cold. And it's very light. There's a random sticker. We're gonna assume there's fish in it, so we're gonna put some fishy stickers. Another fishy sticker. A paw. And it's going by sea mail. There we go. There are no new packages on this pile. I really want to work on this pile.
Wow.
It's for my wife, Gail Round Eyes. Just a small box, nothing special. Gail Round Eyes. There you go, sir.
Mom.
How do you do? I'm yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try if I can remember how to. I knew somebody with this as a first name, and he told me that it was pronounced Yahya, which is it Moroccan name, or at least somewhere around there. My package has a rope around it. That's the only thing I know. So, Mr. Fluffy, rope around it. And that is, as far as I know, the name is Yahya. Or something along those lines. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it.
Wow.
Hi, here you are. Take care of this shipment, please. So we have one for Sunny Shores. Both fragile and needs to be kept cool. And is very light, so... Cold. Fragile. Sunny Shores. It was a very lightweight one, right? Okay. Cold and fragile. There we go. Crescent Bay. No restraints. Constraints, better said. Nah, yeah, this needs to be cold, so this one we're keeping over here. This is also cold, but for the Sunny Shores. Can almost fill a whole boat, I believe, with cold packages. This is also cold and Port Windy. I do like this change though. From what I understood, this is a change they did today. That the pile can also give you packages with cold constraint and all that kind of stuff. In a way, it doesn't make sense because shouldn't they then be damaged? Because, you know, they haven't been in the cold for years and years and years, most likely. But it does make it more fun, at least for me, because it means I have more puzzling to do and more paying attention. Okay, go in that direction. Sheesh. Sunny Shores. This one isn't fragile, right? No, okay, so this one can go on top. We have quite a few from here again, so I'm kind of hoping that means we're almost through to the next door there. No, still not. Cold package for Crescent Bay. Oh wait, I know I can place another one. Cold and needs heavy and is for Crescent Bay. Okay. Wait, oh, right. This guy had another package. Sorry, sir. I will be careful with it. It's cold package for Port Windy, Dorian F. Port Windy, we said, right? Oh, wait. Yes, it was indeed Port Windy. Needed to be kept cool. And it was kind of heavy, but not entirely heavy just yet. So that means 4 stamps. Also means we're gonna have to rethink how we're doing this. Okay, we'll just put it on top of that one. Not the ideal solution, but we'll just hope that it's fine. Tide is coming in. We have more space to put stuff. A cold package. We're gonna place that there. It is fragile, so we do need to keep that in mind. The big box is just a heavy one. No. Doesn't have any. That can't have been a heavy box then. I can just roll it over like that. But it says it's a heavy box. But the fact I can just kick it over like that is a bit silly. So you're fragile. Just gonna throw you on the ground there. And Tigger's package. Tigger. We'll just keep throwing the fragile packages on the ground. That's perfectly fine, right? Cold constraint. Need to go here. What kind of you want? You remind me of Charlie. This old scallop used to drop parcels in the water. Messy old cat, but don't do it or I won't be happy. I'll try not to give you any damages. I'll stop by, none of your business. Just joking. Sunny Shores and Port Windy. Let's take all the cold ones out there, because it's getting a bit too crowded in here to my liking. Yeah, these items should not be here anymore. Oops. That's a little bit of a bug. But as I said earlier, at some point the space we have becomes bigger. And that's just happened. Yeah, I have a feeling this box looks broken. Can I place 2 of these next to this? I can. Those are both damaged, so we're not taking them with us just yet. Where do you need to go? Port Windy. But we're gonna take most of these cold ones again. That's one too high. We'll put that one goes there. Easy fix. No, you can go there. It's that I wanted. And that should be all the cold packages for Sunny Shores and Port Windy. Aha! And then we're just gonna file these up here. And I think that should go work there. Perfect. And that one can go on top there. And that one can go next to that one. Oh. But doesn't that mean I should be able to place stuff there too? No, I can't. This is a bit of an odd bug, the fact that I can place in there but not there. But if he just takes them with him, that's all that matters to me. So that means they're gone. Crescent Bay, no constraints. I just realized I think one of those was a fragile one. And I should most likely not put anything on top of it. Ah, no. No, oh, it's fine. No, just the package that's on top. Move that over there. No other packages coming out of that one. None came out of this. Oh, I guess we're just pressing the bell then. Hello there, pastry. Sorry, we're not digging holes today. But welcome, welcome in. You're sweaty. Isn't that warm over there? We've had quite a bit of wind still today, so that's been nice. Pretty happy with that. But if you weren't in the shade or in the wind, it was way too warm still though. That's a tiny package with a lot of weight in it. Port Windy, and it was cold. Four stampy stamps. Put away. But if you're warm, we have a very cold room here if you want. With all the airco and the freezers and stuff. Nice and cool in there. G'day! I'm Tatum Pelfer. I hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. So a package for Tatum E. And it's gonna be a heavy one. Is one of the cold ones. No. Mercy, Tenzin, Chuki, Tatum. I'm blind. Yeah, I saw that. So Saturday or Sunday here, we're getting 30 for a couple of days and then all the way up to 32 before going back down to 26. So we are very much dreading the heat that is on its way. Teddy Scratchy. It has a special sticker with a duck. And it's a parcel for a teddy. I've seen the duck sticker. Now I just need to remember where I saw it. There it is. Teddy S. There we go. Good day, I'd like to send this shipment. So we have 2 packages for Port Windy. This one has no constraints. Is very light. I'm gonna try a new strategy. Namely, placing those here. Also no constraint. Also very light. No. Fish! This could save me some walking back and forth if I do it like that, especially if they need to go to the same place anyways. Be cautious, it's a fragile box. It has a red ribbon. Red ribbon? What? Red ribbon and it's fragile. Well, this one is not fragile. This one is. So I'm gonna guess in that case it's gonna be this one. There we go. So far, I think I have not really had any packages that were the same or could be both the package that I wanted, except for once, which was with the ice cream. But I had a feeling there was text missing in that one. Parcel's for my mom. Her last name is Stabby. It's just a letter. Hello there, Haru. How are you doing this evening? Hope you are doing well. We are playing Cat Milko, a new game that came out today from a Belgian game studio that I happen to know a few people at. And we are a cat. I cannot show you my head. I can show you my belly. And that's about it. Can't even show you my tail. I can show you my shadow a little bit somewhere. But yeah. We're a cat, I swear. And we are helping cats with their mail. Last name is Stabby. It's just a letter. So a letter with the T as a last name should be this one. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're definitely a full cat. Yeah, I can show you this. That's all I can show.
Stay a while and listen.
To be fair, if you play this in multiplayer, the other ones can actually see what your cat looks like. And there is 4 different types of cats. The main cat you play as is the black cat. So that's the one I have. And that's also the one you see on the artworks with the, like, a little earring. And then there's 3 other ones. A tabby, an orange, and I don't remember which one the last one was. Damn it. I think a white one. But they are absolutely adorable, and once I have the time and I'm done with my current orders for the plushies, I'm gonna see if I can recreate at least the standard one as a plushie. Because it's just too adorable. And also, hey, I'm sorry. This one needs to be cold and needs to go to Port Winnie. So currently we have 4 destinations. One being Cat's Island, where we are now, so we should not really be getting any packages for this place. We have Port Windy, Sunny Shores over there, and Crescent Bay. So we have packages for those locations. We need to sort, some being brought in by cats. Some we find on the pile that the previous postal cat left behind for us. So nice of them to do so. Giving us all their work they didn't want to do, I guess. Some of these are fragile, some are heavy, so you have to be careful with how you place those. So no heavy on anything, no fragile underneath anything. And we also unlocked the cold room. And I can tell you guys, there is more than just the cold room that we have to deal with after a while. Ooh, there's something still hiding in there. So most of the game is just grabbing parcels, sorting them in whichever way you want. You are fully free to do that however you feel fit. And from there on, you give them the parcels for Cat Island to cats that come pick them up. And you give the parcels that are not for Cat's Island to the captain when he comes to pick them up twice a day. There's a fragile and needs to be cooled. So we have cooling stickers. We have fragile stickers to let us know, hey, be careful, you can't just place this anywhere. Port Windy. Crescent Bay, no. Oh, there is a restriction. This is a heavy one. So we should make sure we do not place this on top of anything. This is going to be problematic. PV&S, and that is for Port Windy without any other constraints. So it can just go there. I have a feeling something may be bugged here, because that door feels like it should already be open. Fragile. Were you a fragile box? No, you were a heavy box, so I can place that one on top of you. Or I'm just a bit slower than I used to be and don't have enough points to actually get there yet. Which is fine too, I guess. This was for Crescent Bay, so we are gonna place that on top of this one, so we are sure not to put that one on top of anything. Because that will be problematic. Client number 64. Can you take care of that? Of course we can. We have no constraint package for Port Windy. That is quite heavy for the size of this little package. Place an orange. Because we can. We don't have to. It went down to light blue, so that means 4 weight stickers. 1, 2, 3. I want my sun. I like the sunny one. And 4. That means it can go basically anywhere there. No, one of those was a fragile. Isn't it? Nope, this one is not. Okay. Sorry. And the other one is Port Windy as well. So I could have done them both at the same time. Port Windy, not all that heavy, so only 2 stamps for the weight. A Port Windy stamp. This one needs a... I have a feeling I'm placing the stamps upside down on this package. Yep. Whose others are upside down. Okay. Eep-deep-doo. You are for here, no constraints. Just make sure I can read the label in that case. Same for this one. I'm gonna guess that's Bodhi, but that stamp is a bit unfortunately placed. And this package is way too big, it doesn't fit anywhere. Oh, we're just gonna place it here then. Just you don't necessarily have to place everything nicely on shelves and stuff. I prefer to do it, but you don't necessarily have to. Dorian S. Monroe P also needs to be in the cold area. There we go. You remind me of Charlie. Oh, wait, you already read that one. Next stops Crescent Bay and Port Windy. Crescent Bay is gonna have to wait for a little while. I first want to get rid of everything I can that needs to go to Sunny Shores, because we have way too much for there. I wanted to grab these first. These might not be the best stacking job I'm doing. That's not an awful lot of boxes now, is it? No. That's not going to change anything though, is it? I was hoping I could maybe... No, we're just gonna do it like so, and these in front. Do we have any slim packages for either of the two? That we do. I forgot that these can go with this one as well. Crescent Bay. The first delivery for Crescent Bay since we started today. Up. There we go. Those two can go along as well. This both could have been fuller, but it's giving me some space in the shelves over there. Invalid parcel sent? Wait, what? It was Crescent and Sunny Shores, right? So why is it saying 9 invalid parcels? I made a mistake somewhere. Holy shit, that was bad. Fragile and Port Windy. Now I feel bad. I don't know what I did wrong. Did I misread the location the packages had to go to? Because that almost makes me think that the long packages were either wrongly labeled, or I didn't need Sunny Shores, but it was Port Windy and... Oh crap, it was Port Windy and Crescent Bay. Welp! Oh well. Small penalty, these packages will be coming back with the next boat. Customer 65. Parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Quill Hunter. I believe the parcel is red with a yellow ribbon. Yellow ribbon Quill Hunter. Are you sure about the color there, pal? Oh wait, there's some here too. Clear Quill Hunter. Should be that one. Hi. Yes, I can. That's one giant box for a tiny little kitty. No restraints. That's good. It's going to Port Windy and... It's only 2 weight stamps. Put a fish and a sun.
Ain't no easy way out of this mess.
Another barcode. Okay. Should play Bastion again sometime. Bastion is an amazing game. Bastion, Transistor, Pyre a bit less, but especially Bastion and Transistor I really absolutely adored, and I still need to continue the playthrough of Hades that me and Fed were doing. He can ship himself with that box. I know, right? That box was way too small for that tiny little cat. Parcels for my mom. Her last name is Dusty Fur. My aunt told me her pet crocodile tried to eat the parcel. Another crocodile trying to eat somebody's parcel. I can't read the name on this one. It's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna place you here so I can actually read the name on you. With a D. And something that... Well, that looks like crocodile teeth. Slightly weirdly placed. Gameplay didn't really do it for me. As in the way you can mod the sword, basically, or the fact you can go turn-based. Or, yeah, like modding the sword, the way the skills worked. I just absolutely adored it because of the story and the singing. I never used the turn-based stuff when I could avoid it, to be fair. I know turn-based is built in, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Yes, turn-based, as in the turn-based combat itself you can avoid. There is indeed the some of the skills getting blocked for X amount of combats or whatever that you can't avoid. But the actual turn-based combat, you can just completely ignore that and just do it in real time. The only moments I used the turn-based is when the game turned it on because I was almost dead or something, so... But even at that point, you can still say, nope, I don't want this turn-based stuff, I'm just gonna do it myself. The way I want it. It was definitely optional. I'm seeing things that aren't there, I have a feeling. Lightweight. Did it have a constraint? I forgot. Yes. Lightweight, fragile, sunny shores. Because I thought I saw something in that other room. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure this place is haunted. I got distracted from whether or not it had a constraint on it. Thank you. You're welcome, little kiddo. And then we have a heavy one for Port Windy, so that's going to be 6 stamps. Port Windy. Heavy. I don't remember what buttons or whatever it was you could press to get out of the turn-based thing, but yeah, you can definitely ignore it for most of it, at least. I do believe there's like this tutorial bit where you can't, but you know, that's because it's a tutorial. Tutorials usually are not skippable. Jesus, that package is big as well. Sunny Shores. No constraints. This package is gigantic. Wait, one step. Maybe you just stopped during the tutorial because the combat annoyed me too much. Maybe? I can say. But yeah, I'm not a turn-based girly at all. I don't like it. I avoid it where I can. So I totally get you. But it wasn't in as... I mean, it's been, what, 5 years or so since I played Transistor last? But from what I remember, it wasn't forced on you to do the turn-based stuff. But the music in Transistor is just too good. It's my favorite of their soundtracks. I mean, Darren Korb, who does all the soundtrack stuff of or Supergiant, he is a genius if you ask me. Musical genius. I absolutely adore his soundtracks, and Transistor was by far my favorite. Turn-based in and of itself is okay. It's perfectly fine in the original Sin series, but not in the supposed action game and not after the action that was Bastion. It's definitely very different from Bastion. I totally get that. I take it you've never played Pyre in that case? Pyre is a little bit of an oddball. No pun intended, actually. Pyre is their other game and is a sports game, sort of, but not really. As in, you have a team of 3 characters in between story bits that you have to score goals with by throwing an orb into a fire. Into a pyre. Art, again, gorgeous. Music, gorgeous. But it's also a very different gameplay from Bastion and Transistor. Seeing I'd played that, it does. I knew Supergiant does that, as in the different ways of playing in their different games. So it really didn't bug me as much. Because I sort of know that they do different things each game. And then they did Hades too. Do you own it? It's one of those things that's on the backlog of Doom. Yeah, but gaming backlogs trying to get those to go away is impossible. That's just not a thing that happens ever to anybody. It's a backlog and there will always be a backlog. There is no way around it. But yeah, do expect Pyre to be completely different as well. Bastion and Hades, I think, are the two that are closest and most akin to each other when it comes to, like, you know, action. I love all of them in their own way. Like I said, Transistor for me, music-wise, is my favorite. And that's also because it's intertwined with the story and her humming of the main character of Red. If I could name a dream cosplay for me, it would be Red from Transistor, including the Transistor blade with the lights and the voice and everything. But that's a tall order. There is, as far as I know, one Transistor blade in existence that has the audio and the lights that move with the audio, and that is in possession of the Supergiant team and was made for them by a cosplayer who does do some commissions. But they've already said that that blade is the only one of its kind that they're ever gonna make, and they will not make another one of it. Plus, that one is not really cosplay friendly, as it's heavy and unwieldy and everything to take with. With how technology is now, maybe it could be possible to make a lighter version of it, but it would need to be see-through, it need to have electronics in it, you need to have a voice box, and then the lights need to react to the voice box, as into what the voice box is saying, which is going to be a pain in the butt in a crowded event, because you'd need a microphone or something most likely to do that. Have brought me something to ship? Well, sure, that's a tiny little thing for Crescent Bay. That needs to be cooled. We can do that. And it's also very lightweight. I'll put that one on it. It needs to be cooled, and it was 1 stem for the weight, right? Actually, microcontrollers like the Arduinos can do most. I know it should be possible. It's more a matter of would it be possible on the scale, as in small enough? And also the blade itself is transparent, so you do not want all of the wiring and everything to be visible. And I'm well aware that if I would ever want that blade, when I have friends that have already offered to look at it for me or with me, but they've also already told me, like, some of the things are just not going to be possible because of, like, the transparency of the blade or the thinness of the blade and that kind of stuff. And it also needs to be portable. The electronics can be in the hilt, and the wiring can probably be fixed in corners and stuff where transparency is super obvious. Except for some of the wiring would have to go to the eye that is in the middle of the blade. So there, the wiring would have to be transparent or not exist. And it's the eye that has the light that blinks when the blade talks. Sorry, spoilers for the game. If you remind me, I can send you some images and stuff of it, and some stuff on it that I've seen and found already on Discord. Just need to remind me. I have a feeling my game may be bugged. I have a feeling this pile is not getting smaller. While it should have already gotten smaller. Fragile box.
Meow.
You take care of that. Sure. Port windy. No constraints. And 2 stamps for the weighted set, right? Let's go with these 2. Some decorations on it. A fish. And a cat. It was 2 stamps, right?
Meow.
My good sir. And this is a heavy one, so that's going to be 6 stamps. Sunny Shores. Heavy. Captain just returned parcels you gave him. This happens when you give him parcels he didn't ask for or parcels with the incorrect destination stamp. Some of them will need to be stamped again. No, I just misunderstood the location he was going to. So it was just me being a dumb. But thank you for the tutorial on that. And those packages will not be on the boat, but they... I'm sorry, but did you have to be... He destroyed all of them. For fuck's sakes. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure something is bugged. Because all these packages here that are currently broken... Kind of pissed that I made that mistake. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, it just took off the stamps for the locations and everything. It just took off all the stamps that were on this package. So it's not... Some need to be re-stamped. All of them need to be re-stamped. It was yellow, so we can already put the new stamps on it. Port windy, and the weight stamps seems to be gone on this one. But this is not one that I stamped. No restraints. Sunny Shores. Oh wow, this is annoying. But this is also just, we need to figure out the weight again. And that's 2 of those. Yes, I'm first fixing my mistakes. Well, sort of. Sunny Shores. Also still need to see other stamps. So yeah, this is what happens when you do not pay attention. You get packages back, and apparently this fucker on the boat mishandles them. And just decides to take off all the stamps that were already on there and dunk them in the water or something. I don't know what he did with them, but I have a feeling they fell in the water when he arrived here. Something went wrong there. Ba-ba-doo.
Fire.
Sunny Shores. But this is kind of annoying. That it's that many. It's my own fault. I didn't pay attention to the proper location, apparently. But it means we have to restamp everything. So 6 stamps on this one. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Make sure we don't place it on top of anything else. You can stay on there. Oh, the music stops. Yeah, it would seem there is a bug with the music. I had heard some people talking about it on the Discord that the music at some point just stopped for them. But this is the first time I'm actually hearing it myself, or noticing it myself. Yeah, and these were all packages to go to Sunny Shores. I really royally screwed up. But hey! That way you guys also know what that looks like when you do that. I'm pretty sure I clicked on that one. And that's 6. And now I really want this pile to shrinky dink and go away. Up, up. Sunny Shores. And 4 stamps. That was... right? Oh, no. Only 2. This was a very lightweight one. That was the heavy one, right? Not that it really matters right now anymore because these packages are already damaged. Luckily, they are all for Sunny Shores. Nothing for this location. Just gotta play the game. Can't find any good picks for the sword. Yeah, it's difficult. I don't know if I still have them, but there are some. And then mainly from vinyls and stuff, like figurines. Just realized I should maybe have... No, none of these were cold constraints because they were all out here. And that's the last one we need to fix. So yeah, I just completely misunderstood the location when these packages arrived. When I put them on the boat. I was like, ooh, finally, there's a lot of them. I can get rid of them, and didn't realize, oh wait, it's the other location. There we go. Oh, the big one also stays here. The small one does not. One can go over there. And the small one can go over there. These you really do not want to screw up if that pile is not smaller. Because that is going to get very annoying very quickly. So please, game, can you shrink-eating this pile a little bit? So I can get to that first door. No cold restriction or anything on this one. What? I was working on the butt. Emptying out the butt. You have any restrictions? No, you do not. I'm missing the music of the game. Some of the repetitiveness of the music really bugs me, but when it's not there, I do miss it. Sunny Shores and Port Winnie. God! All those packages. All these broken ones. Okay. Going to sleep tomorrow. Only one more day of work and then 3 weeks off. Ooh, nice. Any plans for the vacation? Sunny Shores. Now he definitely said Sunny Shores, right? No, I did not misread that or anything. He definitely said it. Luckily, I had no packages in my hands. Else those packages would have now been damaged. Those are all square ones, but I do see a few of these. It's gonna be too high, I'm well aware. But I first want to get some of this shit. Oh, I can go on top of that. I guess we'll make our own music. Not that I'm that good at that, but you know, thought that counts, I guess. Wait, are these all thin ones? Don't put it on my belly. But then this one can go in between there. We have some more of those square packages. We have one more over there. And we have a few more over here. I do believe that that's one too high. This is Sunny Shores 1. Put that back in its place. I think we may be able to put this one still on there. Nope, that's just a tad bit too high. Oh well. It said Sunny Shores and Port Windy, so this should be correct now. We just make some day trips and do what I feel like without obligations. Ah, that's fine. Fire runs on Linux, can install it on my laptop and play it when traveling. Ah, you can do that, yeah. 29 parcels of the boat. Now that I like, and none of wrong. Unlocked the Reveal Luna. Finally, new unlock. But I'm quickly gonna poke someone. Okay. Quickly sent a message to one of the devs. I'm not sure if it's a bug, but it feels like it. Some parcels received by customers contain information that's invisible during the day. Once night falls, place them under the lens of the Reveal Luna to learn more about them. This one is still sort of partially a mystery. I haven't really understood yet how to work. I saw some theories today on the Discord, so we'll see if that is correct. We're gonna definitely be trying it out. Maybe we can also play again. Yeah, we can definitely see. Although I do kind of hope that as of the first week of August, I have a job. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed. Job interview on Tuesday, and tomorrow I'm also going to a job day at a supermarket here in town, who apparently is looking for quite a few people for different locations around here. And I mean, it's a job I've done for over 10 years, and it's not the greatest job, but it's a job, and right now I just want a job. Port Windy. No restraints. I should have known that it has something to do with that Reveal Luna, because it's when we get that one that it unlocks. 2 stickers for the weight. Other Banshee stickers. Band-Aid.
Meow.
I'd like to send this shipment. Ragnar going to Crescent Bay. Sure. Fragile and cold. Okay. And semi-heavy. So Crescent Bay. Fragile. Cold. And it needs 4 weight stamps from what the scales are telling us. No, we already have that one. I like placing different ones. And not like 10 times the same sticker. And I mean, if you like sorting stuff, this game can be played with multiple people. Sunny Shores. Although there was apparently a little bug with that, so I'm kind of would want to wait then until they fix it. I saw that, didn't I? Nope. It was just one of those over there. Port Windy. Oh. No. Or wasn't that the fragile one? No, it was not. Oh well. Also for Crescent Bay, for sushi. And that one is a heavy one, so that is going to be all 6 stamps. Crescent Bay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, you get a second one of those, because that is a pretty stamp. There we go. That way I know that the bottom is also for those packages going to Crescent Bay. Hi everyone! Can you take care of that? We're currently getting a lot of parcels that we are going to need to deliver. Like, oh. Do not scare me like that. You scared me! All of a sudden, hear a clap behind me. Apparently a mosquito was annoying Fid. I mean, you could burn the citronella candle inside as well. If it really bugs you. This was Sunny Shores. And the other one also goes to Sunny Shores. Bye, little guy! Full on weight, Sunny Shores. Heavy. I hope that you get that job. Night. You have a good night as well, and we'll talk later. I sure do hope it as well, though. I mean, it's not something I have really a lot of knowledge about, because it's at a store that sells wine and alcohol. So it's gonna be an experience. It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be something I need to learn. Because even though I do drink some alcohol, I don't drink a lot of it. Meaning my knowledge is very limited. It's not like it doesn't exist at all. With a little bit of coaching, I will be able to tell you to go get a red wine for this dish, or a white wine rather, or whatever. But yeah, it's not super in-depth knowledge that I have about those topics just yet. But I'm willing to learn, and I've told them as much as well, so let's hope they believe me, and also let's hope they believe me that my health issues are indeed completely gone. Because I still have a feeling that sometimes when I don't hear back from after having been in, there for a first interview, that it's just a matter of them not believing me or anything, and they're like, yeah, but it's a risk, so we're not gonna take that risk. Which is frustrating. You're gearing as well, Kirtra. You have a good night too, thank you, and you're welcome. I only just noticed that we've already been going for longer than 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna finish this shift. And then call it quits for today as well. If you guys want to see more of this game, please let me know. It's very cozy, very chilled, and I do enjoy it. But I can also understand if you guys are like, yeah, but it's going to be the same over and over and over again, because that's kind of the case. Betty Big Ears, box with handles, easier to carry. There we go. So, definitely let me know. We still have to finish Viewfinder as well. So that's definitely something I want to try and do next week. Parcel is for my mom. Her last name is Small Teeth. Just a small box, nothing special. Small Teeth. I guess that's this one. That's a small box. Last name with an S. Yo. Good timing. Got a pack for tomorrow. Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, I think this shift is almost over. So once the captain comes, that's when I'm gonna stop the stream as well. So that's about another 10 minutes or so, depending on how fast I work. Versus for my mom, her last name is Autumn Fur. I was told that it's almost my height. So it's tall package with last name A. And what you gotta go pack for? You going on vacation or something? If you're still around.
No.
Good day. My name is Louis Scratchy. It's just a letter. Louis is weekend trip to Dresden for a little tabletop club. Oh, nice. We are going the first weekend of August to Castlefest again, as always, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. We do that every year with friends, and it's always so much fun. Also be a week that I'm away from my PC for most of the time. May have a laptop with me, but that would be then for us in the evenings to like watch a TV show or whatever if it's really, really busy. Okay, so let's put this to the test. Told you this place is haunted. Down to Discord organized for German part of the games community. It's the 5th year. I managed to fuck up one of the packages. I managed to fuck up 2 packages. How did I manage to do this? I did not notice that was a cold one. And is that the same for this one? No, this is a fragile one. God damn it. Well. It is definitely this package. That needs to go with this one. Does that mean I need to put this one on there? So apparently that's a thing as well. Love his packages, and that is indeed with function 1 of that thing. So the person on Discord was right. This package, however, is gonna go over there because it needs fixing. Because yes, that is what's behind door number 1 over there. It's a repair room where per night, or per shift, better said, you can repair 3 packages. So it kind of bugs me that I have so many broken ones. But it bugs me even more that currently that pile does not seem to be moving whatsoever. It seems to just stay the same size. Whereas this one shrinks just like it should. Oh, and I hope you have fun at your little con pastry. If you're still here. You can hear me. You're sure you will if you can get there. Why wouldn't you be able to get there? Oh. So compliment if I take the car with the uncomfortable seats or the one that might break down on the way. That sounds to me like you should take the first option, but hey, that's me. I think I'd rather be uncomfortable seats than having a car that breaks down. You know, maybe I'm just weird. Well, I am weird, but weird when it comes to things like that. Are those two packages now going to continuously shoot beams at each other because they belong together? That would be kind of annoying. Okay, the top one definitely should not be staying here. It needs to go in the hold. It's Spectra Winnie. And this one can go here, but is heavy, so make sure we don't put it on top. Shouldn't break down, but it's 24-year-old Subaru. It might at any point decide to explode the engine. Right. Doesn't sound safe, but okay. Oh, heading to Crescent Bay and Port Windy. I want to get rid of this giant one. It's just sitting there annoying me. Same with this one. Not gonna have all that many packages on the boat right now, I think. It's Port Windy and Crescent Bay. I do think I'm really limited the amount that I can ship now by putting those two big ones on there. So the one with the heart, I'm gonna leave here until the other one can get fixed so we can send them together. Don't know if that's something special. Fun with the rest of your shift and see you around. Yes, definitely see you around. And the shift should be almost over because we are already filling the boat. Meaning that once the boat's full, shift is done. Go on there, and then you can go there. And that's gonna be everything for the boat today. Let's hope I did not again misread. If I misread, then I'm just definitely gonna stop. Ooh, no mistakes. Good. But that's gonna be it for me for today for this stream. We've served 78 customers. And I'd like to think we did that all very well, except for, you know, the pile of damaged ones over there. No worries, we can fix it. This is also the point the game just saved, so it's no use to do anything, because it saves at the end of shifts and stuff, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you all so much for being here. I very much appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me and taking a look at this game. If you like it, definitely at least try and wishlist it. Let's just put that one in here. That should still work. Currently, there is a 15% discount off the game. If you buy it this week, you also get a free supporter pack, which contains the art book, the soundtrack, and a little extra in-game. So, you know, right now that's a free add-on, and after this week, I believe you are gonna have to pay that separately. So now is a good time to pick it up if you want all of the goodies. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you liked it, enjoyed the stream, and hopefully see you guys next week again if all goes well. On Wednesday I will be live again. We'll see what I'll be streaming then. Might do a bit of that, might be doing some Dreamlight Valley, or maybe I should really first finish Viewfinder on stream, so you know that one is done. We've done that, bits and pieces of that in between things. So I'll think about it, and I'll well, you guys will see when I go live next week. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and well, see you guys next time. Bye bye.